Guys, so I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on Botman AI platform. As you know, I am Botman, so I am very much interested in creating anything programmatic, including trading bots. So I decided to build this platform with the rise in AI to help everyone who is not as enthusiastic about building bots build bots. All right. The most important thing, though, is the testing. I think testing is infinitely more important than, of course, building a bot, because the strategy is infinitely more important than the bot itself. So in this platform, it's all in one. You can kind of test and deploy bots. So you do it by just explaining your strategy to the AI model here. You put some input parameters here, including the time frame and the backtest period, as well as the asset you're trading. All the data is from CME, which is the futures brokerage that created the market in Chicago. All right. Then you click run simulation. Give it a minute. The more time you give it, the longer it's going to take. As you can see, this strategy actually averaged a minus $327 profit, meaning the strategy needs work. All right, so you can kind of see some of the stats pertaining to your strategy. I highly recommend adding more detail in here. The more detail, the better, because even for something like this that's super vague, I'm going to show you right now. If you go to the back end, is going to show you what the AI model parsed from what you explained it. Because you were vague, it kind of like determined what you wanted. A mean reverting strategy designed for E-mini S&P 500 futures, targeting condition where price is expected to revert to the mean after deviation. It gives you certain indicators. So the indicators it gave was EMA, and I set it to 20, and then use volume as well too. So if you wanted to tweak the parameters, you can actually do it, because as you know, there's certain bars that are used to show are added to an indicator. So like the SMA 9, like that's a popular, or the 200 SMA, which is even more popular. 200 candle bars are used to calculate the average for that. So this one, the set parameter is 14. If you don't specify it in here, it's going to set it to 14. So if you specify EMA 200, it would then let you know, it's going to force it to do the EMA 200. So put as much detail as possible in here, make it as detailed as possible, and keep running the strategy until you get a good profitability from this. All right. You want to do that for this platform. All right. Next, make sure you save the strategy when you're ready to deploy it. Please click save. It's going to remind you on the next page. If you don't, please click save. And then you can deploy it on whichever platform you choose. Now, if you don't have Automation Pro, which you should have Automation Pro, you probably only have access to TradingView to deploy it. But if you have Automation Pro, you get MetaTrader 5 and NinjaTrader 8. All right, you give the project a name. Like name macro, and you can request it to be set up. Now, the reason why I also say put in a lot of detail as well too is because we're going to quality check this on our end. So we're going to make sure the files are put together before it's sent to you. We're going to see when we get over to the My Bot section. We're going to quality check it and then send the files to you. So please make sure that you are as detailed as possible so we can make sure that the file is put together correctly. Now, if you want us to go through it with you and make sure that everything, including the strategy, works as it's intended to, you can request a strategy review down here. All right. Now, if you go back to your dashboard, click on My Bots, you're going to see your request here, and you can see building. That basically means us doing our quality check to make sure that the AI put together the files correctly. Whenever it's ready, you're going to get a download. You're also going to get an email too. Our team is going to email you, let you know your bot is ready to go. You just click download, and the file will be sent to your desktop. All right. Now let's go over to my VPS so I can show you how to import it. Now the file, once you download, is going to be on your desktop or wherever you designate it to be. So with NinjaTrader, to import this file, it's going to be a zip file for NinjaTrader. For MetaTrader, it's going to be an executable file. I'm going to show you NinjaTrader real quick just to make it simple. You go to Tools, Import, NinjaScript add-on. Find where you actually save the file. Put this file for right now. Yes, it's going to probably tell me to restart. or it might tell successful. So it's either going to be successful or it's going to tell you to restart. Both of them mean the same thing. Requires that you shut down and restart. So once you shut down and restart, the actual bot should be there. You can pull up a chart and a chart. Go to strategies, and it should be in this folder where you could just double click it and it's now on your actual platform. All right. Pretty simple, right? For MetaTrader now, it's a little bit extra step, but I'm gonna show you really quickly. So you would just go to File, open Data folder, go to MQL5, go to Experts, and on your dashboard here, wherever you have it, you just drag it into this folder, and it will be literally down here. Pretty much it. It's two simple, straightforward processes. The reason we have it set this way, again, I don't want you to touch any code. I want it to be as simple and easy as possible. All right. Now, last thing you need to note on this platform is these settings. I want to show you that. So this is where you can kind of play around with your name. Your trading profile is important because we're going to have a Discord community with Strategy Hub, which is the sister project to this, and Botman AI users. And also we're going to be hosting some quarterly calls, so you can kind of like ask us questions. We can show you some updates. We can show you some cool new things to do in algo trading, as well as some updates that we want to share with how the future of these platforms are going to go. So put in some information here so we can understand you a little bit better. And lastly, you get to control your subscription down here, downgrade, upgrade, or even cancel. So full control is in your hand. So that is Botman AI in a nutshell. Pretty straightforward, extremely straightforward. It doesn't get more straightforward than this. You don't have to touch any code. Everything is right there for you. Our team is right there to help you. You can even set up calls with us. Pretty elite. You saved till myself. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed the rest of your Valentine's Day. And I'm dropping the future testing video. Don't worry. I just had to drop this first. All right. But that's coming. All right. See you guys. Peace.